Hello, this is Dr. J here with Let's Play Cosmic Star Heroine. This is another indie game available on Switch that I'm deciding to play. Old favorite from my Switch library. Usual disclaimer that I feel like I give for most of my LPs. I haven't played this game in years. I don't know exactly how long ago it was, but probably 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there. So, you know, I remember characters, I remember major plot points, that kind of thing, but I have forgotten a lot about this game. So, it's not going to be quite a blind LP, but it's not going to be an LP where I know everything I'm doing either. So, just briefly, my sort of introduction to this game. When I first saw this game, for some reason, I don't even know why, I was kind of skeptical of it, but then I watched somebody's about an hour-long playthrough through an early part of the game, and I actually thought it looked like a lot of fun. So I went ahead and bought it and gave it a play, and sure enough, it was a lot of fun. Basically, it is an RPG that seems very inspired by Chrono Trigger in terms of the gameplay, but plot-wise, the thing that it most reminds me of, and it's not an exact analog, but the most similar thing I can think of is actually Sierra's Space Quest series. So, like, if Chrono Trigger and Space Quest had a love child, you would get something like this game, is sort of the closest, the best attempt I can make at a succinct explanation as to what this game is like. But, you know, you don't really need me to describe it, because either you're watching this video because you have played the game yourself and you want to watch an LP of it, or because you just want to watch me play it and see what it's like for yourself. So let's just let the game speak for itself, shall we? Alright, what kind of difficulty are we going to use? What is normal? I just like to play games on normal, for the most part, unless I have a very good reason to do otherwise. It sounds like Heroine is... Actually, it's hard to tell. So obviously Tourist is like easy mode. Super Spy is like hard mode. That sounds awful. Hard mode is actually way worse in RPGs than other kinds of games, too, because generally it just means enemies have boosted stats and you have to do a bunch of grinding. It's terrible. It does say that the difficulty can be changed freely in-game, which is great. For those who love victory, for those who love challenge. So we can do either Agent or Heroine. You know what? Let's be bold, let's do Heroine mode. If it turns out I'm getting my butt kicked, I can apparently just drop down to Agent mode, so that's fine. Okay, hostage crisis. We are some kind of special agent. We are anime. Kind of. We're like some weird hybrid that's halfway between anime and Western style art, actually. The game's art style is weird in that way. Our name is Alyssa. And this is Dave. He looks like a real-life neckbeard. Alright. There is no spoken dialogue in this game that I remember, so hope you like reading. Spoofing their surveillance footage. Well, that's a smart thing to do. Oh man, listen to that groovy music. So this game has incredible music. The soundtrack is on point. Zaboid game. So graffitiing your own developer's name. Clever. Hyperduck Soundworks. I believe Hyperduck are the guys who did the incredible soundtrack for this game. Basic Tutorial 1, Style and Hyper. I need this tutorial. I don't really remember how to play the game. Like I said, I just remember the characters and major plot points. Okay, performing different moves increases your style. So I guess that means it's to discourage you from using the same move over and over. Because style makes you do more damage and inflict ailments more easily. And enemies just gain style as the battle goes on, apparently, so the battle becomes more dangerous the longer it goes on. Every turn you get a hyper point, and when they max out, you go into hyper mode, where your damage and ailment success are doubled. So they go way, way up. Okay, so try to time your best abilities to use during hyper mode. Oh my gosh, the battle theme in this game is incredible. It's just so good. I love listening to it. I am almost tempted to enjoy grinding in this game, even though I generally hate grinding in any game, because it's so much fun listening to the battle theme. No joke. Alright, so what have we got? Basic bash, basic laser, we can do water damage. Would robots be vulnerable to water? It seems like they might be. Let's try some water damage. Oh, it actually tells me it's weak to water. Just a minor nuisance to a trained API agent. Alright, get wrecked then. Okay, it does a fairly significant chunk of our damage in one hit. Are we in hyper mode already? We sure are. Maybe I should have saved my my water attack. Oh yeah, you can't use the same action twice in a row in this game, I don't think. I vaguely remember now, this game has various mechanics to discourage you from just spamming the same move over and over, which is really good, because that's a rut you can get into in RPGs, so it's good that it discourages that. Let's try the laser. Okay, he's dead. We gain 2 XP and 1 whatever CR is. I assume we will learn. Graphics are a very nice pixel art style. I'm iffy on the character portraits. I don't know if I'm in love with the halfway anime, halfway Western art style. But, I mean, they're not awful or anything. And aside from the portraits, like, all the graphics in this game are just fantastic pixel art. I really like them. Skybreaker Systems, the cutting edge in power and defense. This is a pretty short RPG. My cleared save file that I checked just before starting this recording was only like 16 hours. That is not long by RPG standards. That's one of the reasons I decided to LP this. Because ordinarily I'm a little reticent to LP RPGs because they're so freaking long and sometimes repetitive. But this is a very compact RPG, so I think it'll be better LP material. Recharge, abilities, programs, and items. Okay, yep, I noticed that. Thank you, tutorial. Oh, you have to use a defend command to recharge your abilities. Okay, that's how it works. And you can also... Oh, yeah. I love the way this game does items. Because ordinarily in an RPG, you get health potions, and when you use a health potion, it's gone. And so you just stock up all your health potions, waiting to use them for a desperate situation. And you end up fighting the final boss with like 1,000,000 health potions, right? But the way this game works is your items just recharge. They're not consumable. They come back after you use them, which means you actually are disincentivized from just saving them up. It's a fantastic mechanic. I love it. Every RPG should do this. Okay, and they recharge at the start of battle, it says. Items are shared by the party, so you don't have individual inventory. Programs are attached to shields. Equip the right shield, and if your Hackitude stat is high enough... As you can see, this game doesn't take itself very seriously. That's why I was saying it reminds me of Space Quest. There's a lot of comedy in here. In the main menu, we can equip abilities, items, and shields, and read detailed information about stuff. Okay, sounds good. Shield Breaker makes an enemy take additional damage from the next hit they take. And we got a grappling hook. I have 2 options, yes and booyah. Clearly booyah is the correct decision. Is the game riffing on games giving fake choices with that one? Alright, so I'm guessing as more robots, these guys are also vulnerable to water. So let's save up water for hyper mode. And because we are grappling hooking up the side of a building, we actually don't have our bash available. Nice little attention to detail there. I don't think it really matters which one of these guys I shoot at. Ow. Alright, now let's use a hyper water on this guy. We will probably one-shot him. Oh yeah, and it says Skybreaker Tower's anti-grappling hook defense system. Okay. This game really is quite amusing. Okay, so yeah, defend and restore hit points. We kind of have to do that to be able to use an ability again, and also we're nearly dead anyway, so... Alright, that did not appear to recharge my abilities, so I guess that didn't count as a defense ability, actually. So I guess when they say defend, they really mean you have to use just defense. Fair enough. Get wrecked. We are now level 3. We started at level 2. Which amuses me for some reason. I understand games that want the main character to start at higher than level 1 to represent that the character has experience under their belt and isn't a newbie. Like, that's fine. But why 2? Like, if you're going to express that, 2 just makes it seem like I have gone on one mission before this one. I'm barely out of training. I don't think that's probably the impression that there is meant to be conveyed. Those are humongous cannons to have on the side of a corporate skyscraper. I can examine them. They were disabled by the initial attack. Whoever is behind this is not messing around. Okay, so Skybreaker Tower is under attack. I guess they're not the bad guys then. Whoever is attacking... Okay, this is Chan. Once again, I'm iffy on the art style of the portraits here, but whatevs. Oh, bad guys. The game literally just calls them bad guys. I don't know. This game's sense of humor usually works for me. Okay, now that's a little more of just pure anime art style, and honestly it works better. So she, like, knows gun fu or something. Which means she conjures guns magically, and it's very silly. Everything in this game is silly. Chan has joined the team. Okay, hi Chan. Let's see. Whoa, okay, wrong button. How do I bring up the menu? Okay, that button. Right, let's check our abilities. Oh right, you can assign different abilities from this menu. I wasn't kidding when I said I don't really remember like anything about the mechanics of this game. Mechanically, consider this a blind LP. Story-wise, less so, but mechanically, definitely. Gunmancy, that's what it was, not gunfu, gunmancy. Which does make it sound more magical and less martial artsy. Okay, so I assume that we don't have any better equipment, because that would be kind of bizarre. Humitama. Bright headband. Colorful and useful. A good beginner weapon. Are we an elite agent? Why are we using a beginner weapon? Difficult to see unless stared at. Seriously. Alright, items, yeah, like we don't have a normal inventory. We just have a limited number of slots to put items in. What is insight? Oh, okay. It's this mechanic where you can have your characters chat with each other to remind the player what to do. Right, guns to heal people. Makes sense. Sounds like maybe she's been to Nulip then. Okay, and we can review tutorials, or skip ahead and read tutorials we haven't seen yet, apparently. System. Oh, can we just save whenever we want? Alright, let's save at the bottom so that we don't mix it up with my actual clear saves from years ago. Looks like we can just save at any time. I kind of feel like I'd rather have run as the default. Okay, so one minor complaint is that in the menu, if like say I go to items and I cancel out, it goes back up to abilities. I'd rather it stayed on items. That's going to throw me off, but as complaints go, that's a very minor one. Although it did just get me again. Music volume. Looks fine, looking at the sound levels in Streamlabs. Yeah, that's all fine. Anyway, that's enough goofing off. Alright, yeah, run is the default now. That's much better, so I don't have to hold down the button to run. Desperation. Losing all hit points knocks the character out for the rest of the battle. Usually, but not always. If you have enough style points, you can survive with negative HP. It's desperation mode. Amazing, isn't it? Damage is increased, but self-hit point restoration is reduced. Okay, so you basically have one turn to heal up in desperation mode. Okay, that's not much in the way of basic tutorials. Good luck and have fun. GLHF. Alright, cool, cool. Proprietary backup generator. Yeah, it's really interesting, by the way, contrasting the honestly very gritty and serious pixel art style with the game's typically very lighthearted and silly tone. It's an interesting juxtaposition. And I do like the in-game sprite work. It's very, very Chrono Triggery. Like, very Chrono Triggery. Let's see. So, who are we fighting? Hooligan likes to shoot. That's about it. No weaknesses. Oh, Thug. He's got a heart of gold, but you'd never know it. They have the same number of hit points. I don't know. I don't have any reason to distinguish one from the other. Let's kill this guy first. Heart of gold, not on my watch. Next, Gunmancy affects all targets. Is that worth it if there's 2 guys? I feel like it would definitely be worth it if there were 3. Let's just pistol him. Why would you go to all the trouble to learn that when you could just use a gun normally? But making sense is not something that this game really cares to do. Get wrecked. Okay. Program. Absorb shield. Buff. Reduces damage taken. So yeah, this battle system actually makes you think about what you're doing. Why? That was wrong. That was completely wrong. Everyone, please pretend you didn't see that, because that was embarrassing. That's what comes of going through the menus too quickly. Thankfully, this is still a beginner fight, and so it doesn't really matter if I screw up. I am never going to stop enjoying this battle music. It's so good. Okay. Blueprints of new Skybreaker designs flicker on the screens before you. So what is this? I can't quite get at it. Almost looks like a leaf. Oh, hey security bot. You found a poison mist. Okay. Only works on biological enemies, makes sense. Alright, and make sure to equip it. Excellent. Now, looks like we could sneak by this guy if we wanted, but screw that! I want experience points. Okay, and we know that he's vulnerable to water, so we'll use that once we're in hyper mode. That is a heal. Let's realize that that's a heal and not pointlessly use it when we don't need it. And let's just gun him in the face. Or in the flank. Either way works. Hit points are fully restored in between fights. I like that mechanic as well. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say I wish every RPG worked like that, because there is an alternate philosophy of making dungeons more of an endurance test, where it's not that any individual battle is difficult, but rather that you need to marshal your resources and conserve your resources effectively and not run out of them after fighting, you know, when fighting numerous weaker enemies. With this design, though, it's more that every fight is supposed to be a challenge, which is why you get your hit points restored in between every single fight. So it's just a different philosophy. This one's geared more toward making every fight meaningful, which again is also better for LP purposes, instead of either redundantly doing the same fight 8 million times or me having to edit a ton of fights out, like I did with my Phantasy Star 4 LP. Let's actually focus and hit them both with our next Gunmancy, shall we? Man, they do not do much damage to Chan. Does she have way better armor or something? Or does she just have a resistance to the damage type they do? Okay, I guess I didn't need to focus at all. Whatever. Get wrecked. Alright. New ability, Inspire. No new abilities learned for Chan. Chan, you failure. Alright, so do I have to equip the new ability, or did it automatically get added? Looks like it automatically got added. Alright. But yeah, one of my few complaints about this game, as I said, I would have preferred if the portraits were more just a pure anime art style. I feel like that just kind of would have gone better with most of the rest of the artistic style. But I won't keep harping on about that. Oh, these look like hostages to me. And those look like bad guys. Groff. Knuckle-headed agency freaks. Another thing I like about this game, it uses humorous put-downs instead of just dropping F-bombs and using lots of foul language. I find that way, way funnier, personally, so I actually really appreciate that. I think they'll figure it out after we hit him a few times. Your evil ends now! Alright, this seems like hopefully a good opportunity for the focus gunmancy. Alright, are any of you vulnerable to anything? Not a 2-bit thug, at least a 16-bit thug. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna get over it. This game really does have a good sense of humor. Style up, with the evil laughter. That's awesome. Oh, goodness. Boost damage for... No. We want to do damage when we're in hyper mode. Let's hit the boss with the hyper water shot. Alright, and this should hit all enemies, because we did focus. Oh boy. Heroine mode does seem to be fairly difficult. We are both low hit points already. Alright, we need to take some of these guys down. I did not do a good job of distributing my damage. At all. Alright. I may lose one of my characters this turn. Yeah, everybody go for Alyssa. Please, thank you. Because she's the one I just healed. I think I'm going to lose this fight, actually. Because, like I said, I didn't do a good job spreading my damage in any way. Okay, she's in desperation mode, so I can heal her. Seems advisable. I wonder if the first time I played this game I played it in agent mode. I might have. Alright, now it's Alyssa who's in desperation mode. Do I have anything that can heal her? I can defend to restore hit points, but I don't know by how much. Well, let's use that. Okay. Still alive. That's what matters. Oh, I could poison them. I should probably use poison, because I assume that's damage over time on Groff. But I want to kill this guy first. Okay. Let's see. Inflicts vulnerable, inflicts poison. Let's just kill. See if Chan has any heals available. I don't think so. Reduces damage taken. Tell you what, let's put the poison on Groff. I may regret not killing the Mook, though. Okay, this is not great. I still kind of expect to lose this fight. Alright, Alyssa's down. I'm probably about to lose Chan. I guess I can defend, hope I don't die, but I'm probably gonna die. Oh, okay, I got 2 turns in a row. I need to pay attention to that turn thing on the right. For sure. Heal myself. And try desperately to not die. Right, items can't be recharged in the middle of a fight. It did tell me that. Well, nothing for... Oh, he has 1 hit point left. We just managed to pull out a win. Alright, and characters get experience even if they quote-unquote die. That's good. I'm glad. Whew, heroine mode doesn't fool around. Okay, boss fight stage 2. Let's stop fooling around and actually think about what we're doing. So, I can inflict vulnerable on him. That seems like it's maybe not a bad idea. And I can boost an ally's damage. What is he vulnerable to? Water. So let's inflict vulnerable. And then let's... Where is it? Nope. What was I looking for? Well, I can't find it, so I guess it's only on Alyssa. Do I want... Yeah, let's buff. Let's buff Alyssa. Okay, that was fortuitous. Let's hit him with some water damage. Okay, that was effective. That did a huge chunk of his hit points. And... Okay, poison's not going to work because he's a mecha type now that he's in the mech. I guess just shoot him. Alright, this is going great. Wow, Alyssa is a lot harder to kill right now. That's it. Okay, that's right. This is what I was looking for. Inspire, but that's Alyssa specific. Let's have her boost her own damage. Yeah, why not? Did you just blow a kiss to yourself? Does that even work? I don't think that works. Let's see. Yeah, let's just keep shooting him. Oh! Oh wow, that did almost no damage. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna recharge my abilities, and while I have the damage boost, I'm gonna hit him with water, and I should also be hyper when I do that. So it should do heavy damage, I think. Okay, now we're taking more damage, but I think this should hit him. This should take him out, I think. No, I was wrong. He is very hurt, though. Down to 54. Still, I might want to play it safe and apply some heals. Will this finish him? Not sure. Let's try. Yep, he's down. Okay, Alyssa's gaining abilities all over the place. Vigilance. Okay, defend 50% recharge and gain some style. That is a pretty good defense ability. Explode! Curse you, agency scum. God, this game's music is good. Oh, it's Neckbeard Dave. Class 9 timed bomb. Sounds bad? Am I actually on a timer? Do I need to skedaddle? Or is this part of cutscene? No, this part is not a cutscene. Okay, it doesn't seem like I'm on a real timer, though. At least I don't see any countdown. This music, man. It's so good. Never mind that Alyssa looks like she's going for a stroll at the mall. It looks like she's carrying a purse. Okay, that is a cool view. Look at that. Holy crap. That is one deep pit. Or shaft, I suppose. I'm well versed in the literature. Not encouraging. Alright, that's the opening sequence to Cosmic Star Heroine. The game makes a good first impression. Planet, I'm gonna call that Erinu. The world of endless night. AKA Top Secret API Headquarters. Sorry, I'm just gonna laugh and repeat things the game says a lot because I think they're funny. I can't help myself. Agency of Peace and Intelligence, API. That's an agency name. Groovy music. Alright, so here's API HQ. Am I supposed to bring you a soda? So does anybody ever have multiple things that they say? I don't remember. Ooh, get an animated cutscene. I get a slow camera pan up. I am cool. That's sunglasses gleam. Just to underscore the coolness. Director Steele. Sector Chief Boris Usovsky. That's a mouthful. That guy gets awfully evil music for the director of our agency. I'm sure that's not foreshadowing or anything. Of course, everyone knows that, you silly fool. Yep, I figured that out and decided it was annoying, so I set run to the default in the menu. Thanks, though. I keep forgetting this game lets you save whenever you want, so that I don't have to look for save points. Well, that sounds quite irritating. She into me. Nope, just having ocular implant issues, apparently. Doesn't even have a reparticulator. That's outrageous. Where's the formal complaints department? Looks more menacing than you expect. I'm inclined to agree. Anyway, now that I remember that I can just save whenever I want, and we've gotten through the intro sequence, this seems like the perfect time to call it an episode. Save. Next time, we see what this next mission is that the totally not sinister Director Steele has in store for us. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.